Welcome back, everybody, to some more Football Manager 26 here with Dorking Wanderers. Big game for us today. We have got our FA Cup first round tie against Southport. Can't wait for that. Big chance for us to earn some money as well. But guys, thank you for joining me once again. As always, if you haven't already done so, do drop a like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't done so already. But we're not going to mess around today. We're getting straight into it. We have got... let me just have a look at the calendar first and foremost. So just the one game since we were last here. We played Dover away in midweek in the National League South. We won by 3-1. James McShane with a goal in the 12th minute, followed by a Denon Lewis penalty. They got one back, but then Dan Gallagher put us 3-1 up at half-time, and that is how it stayed. So nice to get back to winning ways in the National League South. Can we have a little look at that league table at the moment? There we go. As it stands, 13 games. We've got a couple of games in hand over teams above us. 26 points on the board and in 5th place. Do you know what? I'll take it. We are doing okay. But before we focus on that, we are going to focus on the FA Cup. We'll do 2 games today as usual. We'll play Southport and then we'll play at home to Enfield Town as well, which should be a good fixture for us. I think this might be one of our games in hand. But Southport in the FA Cup, chance to play for big money today. If we have a look at the match rules and let's go to the first round, which we're now in. If we win this fixture, £41,000 going into the bank. We'll get 3.1k anyway, but then we're starting to look at even bigger money. Then you get to the second round, that really goes up. Of course, it's not a competition that we're going to go all the way in, but do you know what? We don't mind. Any money in the bank is money in the bank. And this is going to be the team that hopefully gets the job done. So we've got Harrison Folkes in goal, Brennan Camp, Louis Annesley, Story and Vincent at the back, Gallagher and Carter in central midfield, Rio Morgan on the right, Denon Lewis on the left, who's having a great season, averaging a 7.25 as it stands. We've got a few standout players, and then Pryor and Rutherford up front. Hopefully, they can do the business for us. Southport are currently in the National League North, so they're the same level as us, but just in a different league. They're sat in 15th place in that league. So I'm hoping that this will be, we'll be well matched. I'd like to think we're going to be the favourites. Right, come on then, boys. £41,000 for the club on the line here, and a chance at a decent tie in round 2, providing that we get through it. It'd be nice to start really winning some games consistently as well, because that's one of the things that we've not done as yet. We've looked a good side here and there, especially in the first half of matches. But we're just not, we just don't look as though we're at 100% yet. But hopefully the team will start to settle down, get used to the tactics, and we can really start to push up that league table. Because, of course, that is our main focus this season. Here's Denon Lewis, though. FA Cup's the focus today. Easy save for Renshaw. Right, just making sure we are playing on key highlights as well, as the keeper booms one forward. Playing with the orange ball today as well in the FA Cup, which you love to see. I wonder if they're going to get the yellow ones. Are they going to have yellow footballs at any point in the next rounds? It seems a bit weird that they're playing in orange. It's not as though it's snowing or anything like that. Anyway, enough nonsense. Here come Southport, having a nice little bit of possession. Ball over the top towards Slew, headed away by Story. Gallagher bringing it under control, and then we'll find Rutherford. Our 2 up front, Rutherford and Pryor, having great seasons at the moment. Rutherford gets tackled on as far as Lewis, and we lose the ball again. What is this? What is this highlight? It's a really long highlight that I feel sure is going to maybe end in a goal. Maybe not. I think after this match as well, I mean, I suppose it depends on who we get. If we get a really big tie, if we were to qualify for round 2. But I think we're really going to start pushing through this season now. We're like 5 episodes in, and we've hardly even got out of, I think we're in November. Must be November that we're in now. So I really want to start to push on a bit with this season. There's a lot of league games to play. What a touch by Pryor. If this finishes in a goal, which it does, that is one of the goals of the season. What a strike from Pryor. It wasn't even necessarily about the strike. It was the way that he brought it down. Watch this. Ball over the top. Look at that touch. Just outside of the defender. Gets it onto his right foot. Knocks it into the top left-hand corner. 1-0 Dorking, and we are in command in this FA Cup tie. I genuinely think that's one of the best goals that I've seen in Football Manager so far. Some of the new animations that they're bringing in are really, really good. Here's Denan Lewis now. Can we get ourselves another one? Southport try and clear it away, and Vincent gets dispossessed. Southport coming forward. Are we going to put a tackle in? No, we're not, but it's safely over the top of the crossbar. A couple of warning signs, though, for us. Right, if we can get another goal before half-time, that would be absolutely massive. Come on, Lewis, put us in dreamland. Rutherford, left-hand side. He's got a little bit of space that he's found. Cuts it back, and we have found the second. Rio Morgan, the loanee. I think he's on loan from Cardiff, Rio Morgan, right? But we are fully in control of this FA Cup tie. This is absolutely what we wanted. Brilliant from Rutherford. The boys have turned up today exactly when they're supposed to. How has he got it through that crowd of players? Great strike from Morgan. 2-0 Dorking. This would be absolutely massive for the club. Another potential £40,000 in the bank. We can't think that too far ahead. We can't think that far ahead yet. But we're playing so well. Here's Pryor now. He scored the first. Can he get his strike partner in on goal? Rutherford just wide. We are absolutely dominating this game. We're looking superb. Lewis again. All the way back to Vincent. Tries to find a ball forward, but we'll pick it up again with Rutherford. Great first touch. Great second touch. Just over. I was just about to say that's half time. If we can get a third, that will probably be game, set and match. Charlie Carter. Great save by Fenshaw. Is it going to show us the corner? No, it's not. What an utterly dominant first half. We've only just had more possession. Southport did creep into it a little bit at the start. But since probably the first goal, we have thoroughly dominated this game. What do we say to him at half-time, though? Do we tell him not to be complacent? I feel like we do. We do. We're going down the complacency route. We've got a big game in the National League during the week as well. As much as we want to win this, the league is our bread and butter. It's our absolute bread and butter. So we need to make sure that we're winning that. We'll probably get to about, well, almost about now, maybe 70 minutes-ish, and we'll look to make some changes. But we probably need a third goal. You know exactly what we're like. You've seen it on the videos this season. As soon as we potentially concede a goal, then things do start to go to pieces. Here comes Southport. Down this right-hand side. Ball into the box. Oh, and they almost found that goal. Right, let's make some of those changes. Pryor's had a great game. We'll take him off. McShane can come on. We'll also take off Carter. I need him for the week. We'll get Pybus in there in that creative role. And we'll also take off Vincent. And we'll bring on Jordan Norville-Williams, who's back from injury now. He's going to be a key player for us this season. We need to get some minutes into him. Here's Denan Lewis now. Come on, give us that third goal. Just secure the tie completely. Here's Dan Gallagher. Another good game from him today. We need to start looking at contracts as well. Someone said in the comments of the last video that we really do need to start looking at contracts for some of our bigger players. And Rutherford, he's going to be one of them. He gets the third. We are going to be in the hat for round 2 and £40,000 richer. What an FA Cup run we're having at this moment in time. You absolutely love to see it. Ball into the box. An absolute tap-in for Rutherford. And this has been one of our better performances this season. So yeah, we need to start looking at players like Brennan Camp, Dan Gallagher, Alfie Rutherford, really trying to secure them down to longer deals, at least keeping them here until the end of next season. We're looking for a fourth, though. Here is that man, Rutherford. Cuts inside, shoots, hits the crossbar this time. He's got Denan Lewis on the edge. Pybus, back to Lewis again. Great tackle. Norville-Williams. Oh, my God. He stopped it on the line with his foot. Right, we have made another 2 changes. They're still pending. It's down the right-hand side, so we're taking off Brennan Camp. We're bringing on Francoum, and we're also taking off Rio Morgan. But they're not off the field yet. Here's Rutherford, finds Lewis, who's been at the heart of everything good that we've done today. We've hit the post with McShane, and Southport will clear the danger. That does look as though it is going to do it. 93 minutes on the board. The players walk off, and it's another superb performance. 3-0 victory. We're going to say to the boys, a win and a good performance. That will do for me. The question is now, Who are we going to get in the next round? So let's have a look. That's 2 wins on the bounce now. If we go to the FA Cup and have a look at the match rules, it should tell us when the draw is going to be for the second round. The draw date is the 4th of November, so in 2 days' time. Let's see who we get. Who are we going to get? Come on. Come on. Give us the draw. Give us somebody good. We are going to be playing... We still don't... Oh, we do know. We're playing Port Vale away. Wow. Okay, that's quite a good fixture, actually. One that we could come back to in the next episode. We are going to play Enfield Town first, but then we can play a bunch of games. And we're going to be playing Port Vale, who are currently second in League One. That is going to be an absolutely huge test for us. Bring it on. Right then, so this next game, it is pretty vital. We are currently 6th in the league. There's been a couple of midweek games. We're playing on the Wednesday. As it stands, we've slipped down to 6th in the league. But if we beat Enfield today, who are down in 20th position, they've got quite an inconsistent record. 17 points on the board. We're 9 points ahead of them. 3 points for us today will put us into 3rd place, and we will have 2 games in hand on the teams that are above them. So this is pretty vital that we win this game. We're hoping to keep up that good form. We are making a couple of changes. We're bringing in Tony Craig at centre-back. Jordan Norville-Williams will start at left-back. We've also brought in Josh Taylor in central midfield in place of Dan Gallagher. And then are we keeping Morgan in? Yeah, we're gonna keep Morgan in for now. We like how he's performing. He's really settled into the team well. So this front 4 will stay the same, and then we are making 3 changes in midfield. So let's jump in to this match, and fingers crossed we can get ourselves another good result. On paper, this really is a game that we should be winning, but of course the game is not played on paper. Bit of a... Nah, it's not a kit clash. They've kind of got black on the back, but they've got sort of red and black on the front of their shirts. I had a real funny one. I posted it in the Discord server the other day. We were playing an away game. I can't remember who it was against. I think it was Dover. And both teams were playing in white. It was absolutely ridiculous. They were playing in all white, and I genuinely couldn't tell the difference between both sides. Anyway, can we get off the mark early? Denon Lewis with a shot. Rutherford will pick it up. Back towards Carter. It's important. Oh, Rutherford going down with an injury. That's not good. That's not what we want to see. As Norville-Williams picks it up. Rutherford back over the top. Gets the header. Doesn't matter. Oh, it's disallowed. Disallowed for offside. The question is, though, has Alfie Rutherford got himself an injury? It doesn't look as though anything's affecting him too much at the moment. Let me just check in the tactics screen. No, nothing flagging up there. I'm sure that I saw an injury sign just above him. Maybe it was Jones. Maybe it was their right back that I saw. That could have been what I saw. I definitely know that I saw an injury sign, but he's staying on the field as it stands. We're dominating the game in terms of shots and possession, but just hardly anything on target at this moment in time. We can't be wasting this opportunity. Charlie Carter with a free kick. Unlucky with that one. I have just offered Charlie Carter a new contract. He's one of the players that I want to keep around. You've got like him. You've got Brennan Camp. I think Louis Annesley. Pretty much all of our players are out of contract at the end of the season. And I don't want to peak too soon with handing contracts out. However, we do need to make sure that we're keeping our best players, whatever league we happen to be in next season. Right, what do I say to these boys? Because we're not performing terribly, but we've not been brilliant. Defenders, you've got the ability to make a difference. I'm going to tell the midfielders and the attackers that I'm not happy with the playmaking and the finishing. We've got to find ourselves a goal from somewhere. We cannot drop 2 points here. I'm going to give it till about 60 minutes, and then we will probably look to make some changes. In fact, we're going to do it now. We've got to pull the trigger now. Right, Morgan, you're coming off because you've been pretty poor. We're going to put McShane on the right-hand side. Not a natural position for him. We'll keep Rutherford and Pryor up front. Denon Lewis does like to create something. Charlie Carter's having a little bit of a shocker. Is there anyone else that we can be bringing on here? Maybe we actually take off Josh Taylor and bring on Dan Gallagher, because they do link well in the middle there. We're going to keep an eye on Norval Williams as well. He is just coming back from injury. And we are on attacking. We just cannot let this game go to waste. Right, Carter, you're coming off. You're not having a great game. Pybus can come on. And then let's just look after Norval Williams. We'll bring on Vincent. So that's 4 out of the 5 substitutions that we've made. Is there anybody else that can make too much of a difference? The other 3 subs that we've got left are all defenders. So I think we're going to have to go as it is and maybe go ultra attacking. Unless we get something out of this. Vincent gives it away. Let's win that header. Tony Craig does really well. Vincent, the substitute. Ball in. Looking for Pryor. Over the top again. We've got to go very attacking, I think, in the last 20 minutes. We've pushed and we've pushed. We've had the majority of the possession. Not really enough shots on target. Haven't even got an XG of 1 based on what we've created. It's disappointing. Don't lose the ball here, Denon. Don't lose the ball. Tries to whip one into the box. McShane's there. Good save by Jeffries again. Just nothing clear cut as it stands. And this is what I mean about the inconsistency of this team. We are so inconsistent. It's unbelievable. And it might end up costing us towards the end of the season. Right, McShane, come on. Let's create something. A scrappy 1-0 win will do. Poor pass again. 81 minutes on the board. Let's create something clear cut. Pybus. Oh, there it is. Dan Gallagher, the substitute. Finally, it's taken 82 minutes for us to break the deadlock. And it's Dan Gallagher, the substitute, who came on. And it's not a great goal. I mean, I'm not really sure what's happened here. He does like to hit them from distance. It's like he's hit it with the outside of his right foot. It's bounced just in front of the goalkeeper. We can move back down to balance now. I think for the rest of this game, we will proceed with the tactical changes. We're not going to make any more substitutions. I don't think, unless there's anyone that's really, really struggling. We might just make a time-wasting one towards the end. We've made 4 changes. Annesley is looking tired. Let's take him off and we'll bring on Louis Story. Story is definitely someone who's been fantastic for us this season, so I really do trust him. 4 minutes of stoppage time. I mean, Enfield have had nothing. They don't deserve anything out of this game, to be honest. That should be time, referee. Let's call it. Don't know what they're doing with the throw-in down here. We're on nearly 98 minutes. We've played 4 minutes over. But do you know what? We'll take it. It's a 1-0 win. It's scrappy. We didn't even have a 1xG. And I'm just going to say, well done, boys. Good win. We've got to keep that encouragement up there. I think that's 3 wins in a row in all competitions as it stands. And that does put us up to 3rd place in the league. 2 games in hand, 29 points on the board. We're just 3 points behind Horsham. A couple of points behind Bath City as well. A point in front of Eastbourne, who have played the same amount of games as us. Of course, we had that really good FA Cup tie with them. It's going to be close this season. I think whoever finds some consistency will be the team that runs away with it. But let's have a look at the calendar. We have won... Yeah, you could technically say the last 4 games. We beat Eastbourne in the FA Cup, but that was on penalties. But we've won the last 3, 2 in the league, 1 in the FA Cup against Southport. So off camera, we are going to play these next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to play the next 7 games off camera, get ourselves into December, and we'll come back for this away game against Port Vale in the FA Cup second round. If there's a way, if there is a way that we can get through this, then we could be in for a massive money spinner in the 3rd round, and that would be huge for the club. But guys, I am going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please do leave a like. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you for the next one very soon.